I've been carrying this old school backpack as my main day pack for quite a while now. It's pretty worn out and it doesn't do a great job of holding my electronics. I've been testing out the daily laptop backpack for the past several months. It's an 18-liter day pack with a bunch of padded sleeves and compartments to hold a ton of electronics. I'm going to go over the main features on this bag and let you know what I think about it coming up. Welcome to One Bag Travels. If you're new here, this is a channel dedicated to helping you with one bag carry-on travel by providing you with backpack, gear reviews, and travel advice. If you're a carry-on traveler and you'd like to learn more, then please consider subscribing to our channel. The Standard Laptop Backpack by Standard Luggage is the first new day pack that I've had in years. The organization of this bag is different than the standard top-load school backpack that I'm used to. I think there's a lot of great features about this bag, and I think it could be a good option for a certain type of traveler. It's really heavy on organization for electronics. The main compartment has padded sleeves for laptop and camera gear, and the front pocket has tons of organization for smaller items. There are a lot of things that I like about this bag, but there's a few things that I think could use improvement. So let's go over the specifics. The Daily's exterior is made from a 310 denier nylon fabric, which is a much lighter material than the other bag from Standard Luggage we featured on this channel, the full-size carry-on backpack, which is made from a 1680 denier ballistic nylon. I think this fabric is a great choice for a day pack. It's a good balance between durability and weight. A heavier 1680 or even 1000 denier Cordura is kind of overkill for a day pack and would have added a ton of extra weight. The colors also look great. I love the look of the bag. This heather gray has a really nice contrast against this shiny black material, and it gives it a really nice, neat, professional look. The fabric is treated with a polyurethane coating, which means that the fabric will repel water, but because it doesn't have waterproof zippers or sealed seams, the bag isn't going to be completely waterproof. But Standard provides an included rain cover with the Daily, which you can store inside the bag or in this small pocket on the underside of the bag. In addition to the fabric, Standard Luggage uses a full suite of high-quality YKK zippers and buckles throughout the entire bag. The zippers are all a smaller size number 5 with locking zippers on the main and the laptop compartment. This front slash pocket also has a waterproof seal, which keeps anything dry and gives the outside a nice sleek look. And while the zippers are all high quality, the zipper on the main pocket is a little bit small for this bag, and it tends to be a little bit stiff. The stiff fabric also doesn't give the bag a lot of room to expand, and if you have too much stuff, if the bag is overpacked, then you're gonna have a hard time and you're gonna have to fight the zippers a little bit to get the bag shut. The one good thing is, I've had this bag for several months, and the zippers, while in the beginning, are really stiff. Over the course of time, they do tend to ease up a little bit and become easier to open. Now looking at the size and dimensions, the Daily has an 18-liter capacity, which for me is about the perfect size for a day pack. At 17.5 by 13 by 6 inch dimensions, the bag is large enough to hold pretty much anything that you would want for the day, while also being small enough to fit under the seat on budget airlines like Ryanair. And while you can definitely use an 18-liter day pack as your one bag if you're really good with being minimalistic, it's going to be kind of a challenge for most people with this bag. With a focus on daily carry and electronic organization, the padded sleeves tend to take up a large portion of the backpack that you'd otherwise want to use for clothes. I'll cover packing style and different ways to pack this bag in more detail in a later section. Now let's have a look at the external features on the Daily laptop bag. The main features are these hideaway backpack straps, an included shoulder strap for carrying the bag in briefcase mode, 3 small exterior pockets, and a large front organizational compartment. The front and top pockets are both pretty small. They're going to be best for small items like keys, passport, cell phone, etc. The small hidden pocket on the bottom of the bag is a perfect place to store the included rain cover or anything else that you want to go unnoticed. This main front organizational pouch zippers down almost the full length of the bag. And looking at the bag from the side, you can see that the volume actually goes several inches inside the bag, so the pocket is much larger than it looks from the outside. There are quite a few pockets in here. There's 2 large mesh zipper pockets, a large padded sleeve, several more smaller sleeves for small items, and 2 pen loops. There's also a big section in the bottom of the pocket that's kind of a catch-all. It's big enough that you can really fit a ton of stuff in there. There's also an external USB port that you can access from the inside of the front pouch. You can store an external battery pack in here and charge your phone from the outside without having to open the bag. I think this is a great feature if you're going to use it. It sounds great to be able to charge your phone while on a busy bus without having to open your bag. But for me, this is the first backpack I've had that's had one of these charge ports, so I don't really have anything to compare it to. Let's have a look at the carry options now on the daily backpack. There's 3 main ways to carry this bag. There's these hideaway backpack straps. There's an included shoulder strap, and there's also these 2 top and side carry handles. You can convert between these modes by hiding the backpack straps away in this dedicated top access zipper pocket, or switching and storing the shoulder strap inside the bag. I found all of these carry options to be equally functional. I didn't see any big difference in comfort between all these 3 modes, so really it comes down more to a matter of personal preference than a necessity to carry the bag in one mode or the other. The backpack straps are decently padded with a soft foam interior and a mesh backing. The straps are curved enough that they sit comfortably on your shoulders. They don't come with a hip belt or a sternum strap, but I also don't think that either of these are really necessary on a bag of this size. As I mentioned earlier, the backpack straps can be stowed away in a dedicated zipper compartment on the back of the backpack by detaching the bottom plastic buckles. The back of the backpack is also quite padded and comfortable, with these thick padded panels and lots of air ventilation channels. One thing worth mentioning is there's this kind of weird ridge that runs down the middle of the back of the backpack. I didn't actually even notice it when I was carrying and testing the bag, but I saw it when I started taking photos of the bag for my blog. Fortunately, it doesn't stick up higher than the padding, so I don't feel it when it's on my back, and I don't think it's really going to be an issue with comfort. Overall, I found the backpack system to be quite comfortable. The padding on the straps and the backpack are thick and comfortable, and the curved straps feel good on my back, even when the bag is fully loaded with heavy electronics. One of my favorite things about Standard Luggage is they include all the accessories in the price of their backpacks. With the daily, they include this rain cover as well as this padded shoulder strap. It's actually the exact same shoulder strap they include with the full-size carry-on backpack, but the carry-on is a rather large backpack, which can get pretty heavy if you're carrying it with a shoulder strap. But I found that this strap actually works perfectly with the 18-liter size of the daily. It's constructed from a 2-inch nylon strap webbing with a thick neoprene material as the padding. It's a good size for this bag, it's comfortable, and it just works really well as a carry option. I've seen so many backpacks that just pay lip service to the side carry handles, almost as if they're an afterthought. But I actually like carrying the bag with these side handles. They're super thick, comfortable, padded straps. It's basically this thick piece of nylon tube webbing, similar to a seatbelt material, and inside the tube is this thick padding sewn together on either ends with double stitching. They're just super comfortable and a really great way to carry the bag. Let's go over the interior components and design. You can see right here there's this seam running the length of the bag that separates the front compartment from the main compartment. Now when I open the main compartment, you can see how much room is left and how much room the laptop sleeve takes up. It leaves about 5 to 6 inches of additional space inside the bag. But the way you access this space in the main compartment isn't like a traditional backpack. Instead, this bag is designed with a style similar to a suitcase with a lay-flat design. Inside the compartment are several padded sleeves for electronics. There's this main laptop sleeve which holds up to a 15-inch laptop or MacBook. Additionally, there's a tablet sleeve which holds up to a 10-inch tablet. And on the bottom here, there are these two additional padded sleeves for holding a digital camera and a camera lens. I'm going to demonstrate several different ways to pack the daily because these padded electronic sleeves are either going to be really useful for you or they're going to get in the way depending on how you pack the bag. First, I'll pack it with my laptop. You can see I'm not a digital nomad because I have this older, pretty big 15-inch Toshiba. I imagine it's probably bigger than the laptop that most people are going to be using. Next, I'll pack in my mirrorless Canon M50, which is the camera that I use to take all these videos. And as you can see, the camera doesn't fit in the padded sleeve with the lens attached. You have to remove the lens and put the camera and the lens in these two separate pockets. For me, this isn't the ideal situation. I don't like to store the camera without the lens attached if I can help it. It also makes it difficult to use the camera because you have to reassemble it and disassemble it every time you want to take the camera out. Now we have the bag fully packed with electronics. There's a laptop, a tablet, a mirrorless camera, and a lens. And as you can see, when I close the bag, there isn't a whole lot of room for much else in here. I'm going to use this small packing cube to demonstrate how much extra room there is in this bag. With the bag fully packed with electronics, there's only about enough room for this packing cube to fit in the bag. And you can imagine this cube can be full of clothes, or it can be books, or whatever. And this is in addition to the large front pocket, which should be big enough to hold most of your smaller items. Now the question is, if I'm not carrying this as an electronics bag, if I don't have a laptop or a camera, how much can I fit in this bag? And is it going to be big enough to use it as a one bag for travel? Here is a medium-sized Eagle Creek packing cube that I'm going to use to demonstrate how many clothes and other gear you can fit inside this bag. And as you can see, when it's not in use, this padded camera sleeve tends to take up room in the main compartment. And as far as using this as a one bag for weekend or long-term travel, if you can manage to pare down your electronics and toiletries to fit in this small front pocket, and if you have minimal, small travel pants, a few merino wool t-shirts, and maybe only one pair of shoes, it would be difficult, but definitely conceivable that you could use this as a minimalistic one bag. So now I hope I've demonstrated what I was referring to earlier with these padded sleeves. They work really well to protect your electronics if you're using them, but they also tend to get in the way and take up a large amount of the space if you're not. In summary, the Daily is a stylish, comfortable to carry, tech-friendly day pack. My favorite things about this bag are the stowaway backpack straps and the back padding. It's a very comfortable bag to carry, and I like the carry options and having the ability to switch between the carry modes by hiding the backpack straps away. I also like the suitcase style lay flat design. It's a convenient way to access the main compartment. Some of the things that I don't like about this bag are the stiff zipper on the main compartment. And while I've had this bag for several months, the zipper does get easier to move. It's still a little bit stiff around the corners. The padded electronic sleeves take up too much room when you're not using them. Especially the camera sleeve, it tends to get in the way, and you can only use it to store a DSLR or mirrorless camera if you remove the lens. I hope you enjoyed this review. If you have any questions or comments about the Daily laptop bag, then please let me know in the comments below, and I'll be happy to answer any questions for you. And again, if you like our channel, then please consider subscribing, and thanks for watching.